How General Mattis Saved My Life Years After We Stopped Wearing the Uniform by Brian Jewell on April 3rd, 2025. Hey everyone, I'm Brian Jewell. I'm a Marine Corps veteran, former active duty Marine sergeant, and a guy who's spent the last few years navigating a different kind of battlefield, one inside my own body. And today I want to share something real, a moment that changed everything for me. A moment when General Jim Mattis, yes, that General Mattis, helped save my life. Not with orders or strategy, but with 4 words and an act of unexpected brotherhood. Back in early 2022, I was falling apart. My weight dropped 50 pounds, I couldn't eat, I couldn't walk across a room without blacking out, and the VA called me healthy as a horse. But inside, my body was screaming. Panic attacks, chronic pain, and the sinking feeling that I might not make it past 32. That February, just after Russia invaded Ukraine, I was invited to a civic event in Washington State. Not as a Marine, but as a volunteer mentor in Veterans Court. General Mattis was there, briefing us on the crisis abroad. After the talk, I had the chance to speak with him personally. I gave him my best Marine face, stoic, squared away, but he looked right past it, right into me, and said, "How's your spirit, warrior?" With that question, it shattered the armor I didn't even know I was still wearing. The next day, General Mattis's brothers reached out. They followed up after a dinner conversation, suspecting something wasn't right, maybe Marfan syndrome. It wasn't that exactly, but it was damn close. What I actually had was Ehlers-Danlos syndromes, a rare connective tissue disorder that was silently breaking me down from the inside out. The support fast-tracked answers I'd waited years to find. In the years since that moment, I've undergone 7 major reconstructive surgeries. My hands have been rebuilt, nerves of my legs freed, ankles reconstructed, and my shoulders, hips, and neck are all on deck for future procedures. It's called the Erickson Special. It's the signature of the best EDS surgeon in the Pacific Northwest, and after it all, I'm still standing. But let's not sugarcoat it. The system failed me. The VA still hasn't fully supported my benefits. My wife and I have survived job loss, pandemic grief, and more nights of uncertainty than I can count. And yet, I'm still here. Why? Because of moments like that one. Because someone like General Mattis looked me in the eye and reminded me that I still had a spirit to defend, even when my body couldn't. This isn't just my story. It's a Marine story, a veteran story, and a human story. It's about what happens when leadership doesn't end with rank. It transforms into something deeper. It's about what one sentence from one warrior to another can do when the battle feels unwinnable. So I ask you, how is your spirit, warrior? Hashtag keep your spirit, hashtag Simplify, hashtag EDS, hashtag veteran resilience, hashtag adapt and overcome, hashtag kinda spoony, hashtag Pacific Marine, hashtag future think king, hashtag story armor.